Are you an ambitious, high-achieving entrepreneur or leader who would love to grow your impact, your revenue, and your business, but is feeling anxious and uncertain right now, given the current economic conditions? Here is the 6-step strategic scale-up system. My name is John Mark Shaw, and I believe that there is a power in you that is greater than this or any circumstance, situation, or condition, that is greater than any recession, any pandemic. I believe that you are not a victim of your circumstances, but you are a master of your destiny. So here is the 6-step strategic scale-up system and how Scott used this proven, results-driven formula to double his revenue in the last year. Step number 1 is identify your big, bold, audacious vision for the next 12 months, your 1-year vision. What would you love to create in your business in the next year? Is it a revenue target, 100,000, 1 million, 10 million, 100 million? What is a big, audacious goal that you would love to achieve in the next 12 months? Step number 2 is let's chunk down that goal to a 3 to 4 month short-term goal. And let's call it a SMART goal, which is specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and timely. So imagine it's $100,000 or $250,000 or $1 million or $5 million in the next quarter, the next 3 months, or perhaps by the end of the year, which is approximately 4 months from now. What is a target that you would love to generate? So for Scott, he wanted to double the size of his business, and his short-term goal was 25% of that in the first 3 months. Step number 3 is to identify the business challenges, the obstacles that you see in achieving that goal. So for Scott, there were 3 main areas of obstacle. Number 1, it was his team. He didn't really have the right team. So he needed to develop his team and hire some more people and train the people he did have to be better. The second challenge was his marketing. His marketing wasn't connecting. It wasn't attracting the number of customers that he wants. Scott is actually a real estate agent, and he was building a real estate team and a real estate business where he would service buyers and real estate sellers. And the third challenge he was facing was in his sales process, converting the people who came in through the marketing to enroll them in becoming his clients. So step number 4 is to create a strategy to address each of those main areas of challenge. So for Scott, we created a team and organizational development strategy so that we could recruit, hire, and train new talent. We created a marketing strategy, which started with his brand identity, his ideal customer or client, and then where they hang out and how to message them, how to speak to them in a language they could understand in the media they were on. Were they on Instagram or LinkedIn, some of the places that they were on, and email blasts and all kinds of different marketing. And then to improve his sales process, we created a sales development strategy. What were the number of phone calls? How do you address objections? So that became the sales development strategy. Step number 5 was that you chunk down each of those strategies into a tactical plan with accountability, ownership, and by when with deadlines. And so we established a scoreboard. And so we had a scoreboard for the person who was responsible for reaching out to recruit people. We had a scoreboard for all of his sales team, for the number of social media posts, phone calls, open houses, email blasts, all the different action steps that they needed to take. We put it on a scoreboard with deadlines and who is accountable for what. And then step number 6 is that you take massive action. You measure your results on a consistent basis. We met with his team every single week. We measured their results. Did they make the phone calls? Did they do the social media posts? And we would refine the plan over time. So the recap, step number 1, come up with your big, bold, audacious vision, your goal for 12 months. Step number 2, chunk it down to a SMART goal, a short-term goal. Step number 3, identify the areas of challenge. Step number 4, create a strategy to address each challenge. Step number 5, create a tactical plan with by when and accountability and put it onto a scoreboard. And step number 6, take massive action measuring the results, meeting with your team consistently, and in that way, Scott doubled his revenue in the last year, and you can too. You are more powerful and contain more potential than any circumstance, situation, or condition that you could ever be facing. Set the date in your calendar. It's Thursday, September 15th at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. This is the day, this is the time that you start launching your business into a new trajectory so that you can finish 2022 strong and achieve the level of success that you know you're capable of. I can't wait to see you there.